I'm here today to talk about the common wombat, which is also known as the bed-nosed wombat. It is one of the three types of wombats living in Australia, and I'm going to catch it and show you its distinct features. I'm here today to find a wombat and show you its distinct features. Now, first thing we have to do is spot the wombat. Right, hold on. Now, these animals appear to be very slow, but they actually can be very fast. It's a tricky one. It's a tricky one. We got it. This is the common wombat. It's a stout and sturdy marsupial. Now, let's look at some of the features of it. It's got a big nose. It's got round ears. It's got a bare nose, bare big nose. It's got a big fur coat. It's got short legs. It's got a short neck. It's got short limbs, but it's very strong. It's got a strong neck and strong paws. It's got flat feet, but it's got sharp claws, as you can see here, which help it for burrowing in the dirt.
Common wombat environment and ecosystem. The common wombat lives in many different areas, such as woodlands, shrublands, open uncultivated areas, coastal regions, and hilly and mountainous areas. They also prefer wetter forested, rocky regions that are cooler and have sloping grounds for the wombat to make it easier for them to dig up their burrows. The abiotic and biotic features that affect the common wombat's ecosystem are: abiotic features, predators, the animals that prey on the wombat for their food source. Food, wombat's ability to find their food. The common wombat likes to feed in grassy clearings. Biotic features, climate, the extreme temperatures can affect the wombat's habitat. Shelter, wombats dig deep burrows which can protect them from their predators as well as protect them from extreme weather conditions. Wombats prefer to dig their main shelter on slopes above creeks and gullies. Water. It is important for the wombat to be able to access water, but they are able to survive in arid conditions because of their slow metabolism. Behavioural adaptations. The wombat builds their burrow from 3 to 30 metres deep. The wombat does not share its burrow with other wombats because it is very territorial. The wombat's burrow is its safe house. The wombat's burrow keeps it cool in the summer and warm in the winter. The wombat is nocturnal, which means it sleeps in the day and is awake at night. The wombat's burrow conserves water. Common wombat, physical adaptations. Now, the wombat is very strong and muscular. It's very sturdy. It's got thick and hairy fur. It's got 4 limbs which are short but they're very strong. They've got sharp paws which help them dig their burrows. They've got front paws like humans, which allows them to dig up holes while holding things at the same time. They also have a pouch, but it is facing backwards. This is to not allow dirt to get in the pouch, which also then prevents diseases. Physiological adaptations. When the wombat is in its burrow, its digestion is very slow. This is because it does not eat very nutritious food because they eat low in protein and high in fibre. They must consume the most nutrition they can once they eat. This allows the wombat to survive in very arid conditions. Wombats are herbivores. They mainly eat vegetation, which includes snow tuskers, herbs, roots, grass, bark, and dry leaves. Common wombats are heterotrophic. They eat vegetation for energy. They are primarily consumers, as they eat things. Their trophic level is they are primary heterotroph, as you see in my diagram. The common wombat's burrow protects it from bushfires and floods. But bushfires can still affect the wombat because, in the end, the bushfires do burn down the wombat's main feeding supply, which can then affect the wombat to having to make it move to another location to find food. Well, that's all my information about the common wombat. I'll see you soon.